Hello, humans. See Sparkle? Yeah. Just made a video on it. What's up, Kumar? Nothing much. Just doing a quick stream. Quick stream. I love the Ao Guang design. Yeah, same. I can't believe the amount of hate it's getting. Bro, it's already been 2 days, man. Are you going to explain the R6? I mean, I don't really need to explain it. It's just a new account. If you max out most of the game as a new account, you can get like nearly 300 pulls. Maybe even more. And then you can also buy like a sequence or two off of those pulls. So it's not as difficult as HSR. And HSR, I think the average for getting an E6 is like 600 something pulls. But in this game, if you include like buying sequences and the lower hard pity, I think it's like 500 something or 400. So if you get a little lucky, you can just get a sequence 6. Thoughts on ZZZ drip? I didn't even know ZZZ got dripped. I didn't know they were getting a drip today. Hmm. I don't know who to pull. Guess I just pull in HSR. I mean, just pull whoever you like for 'em, man. These upcoming characters, they're all gonna be meta technically. So, they're all like good enough. The only time you should really be stressing about like who to pull is if you really just want like an easy breezy time in endgame. So it's like the Annie DPS. Or like if it's an older character who's kind of out of meta, it's like, is it worth investing in them even if I like them? But if it's a completely new character, like chances are it's fine, it's worth it. Holy leg, man. They're probably gonna be a package deal. I think it depends, if I'm being honest. The reason I think it depends is that Anon Leaks specifically said he doesn't even know if Yao Guang would be best in slot for Hanabi. Right. Like this could be a situation where instead Yao Guang is like she's a good alternative option or best in slot for Yai, but for Hanabi it's questionable. And I think that's like decently realistic because for quite a while now Anon Leaks has teased that Sparkle SP would want old Sparkle. And now it's also leaked that Sparkle is getting buffed, like old Sparkle. And what's it called? She's supposed to be like part of the next batch. And Anon Leaks said, even though it's not confirmed, it should likely be in 4.0. So, with that being the case, I think it could go either way, if I'm being honest. Or maybe, yeah, maybe it'll be an Aglaia situation where like everybody thought Sunday would be definitive best in slot, like old Sparkle, but then a new best in slot support comes out, Cough Cough Yao Guang, and she's better, but you can still use the older version, I think. Maybe something like that. I have no problem with investing in Sparkle, even if she is like an Aggie. Because Aggie has like a really strong E1. If they give Sparkle some good Eidolon bait, I'll be happy. What do you think about the name Sparksy? I think it's cute. I like it. Someone said that Sparksy, um, like in JP, it translates to is it Hinabi or something along those lines. So it means fireworks in JP. So they kind of they got a workaround on the name basically to still make it accurate, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, Hibana, yeah. Hibana is literally a Nabi backwards as well. Hello, Phoenix. Are you watching the Genshin live stream? Hell no. Why would I watch a Genshin live stream? I'm good, man. I'm good. Sick of E2 being the stopping point for a lot of investment. I mean, they're probably going to continue it, but like, I'm in a fine spot, I'd say. I'm in a spot where like my Cyrene account has enough pulls. I can guarantee Sparkle absolutely no matter what. And then I'd obviously be able to guarantee like Lycones and Yao Guang on rerun. So even if I get hit with the worst possible luck, should be able to afford like that full team, which is nice. Because I've just been saving on my Cassie account since I got Cyrene. Also, it's not like anybody actually needs E2 for clearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bait, you know? Like, the reason people talk about E2 and HSR so much is just how strong it is. It's not really needed. Like E2 Phanon with fucking Ceredra and Free to Blade. Actually, no, just straight up E2 Phanon is still zero cycling. That guy's pretty like he's like half a year old at this point. I'm hungry, make me breakfast. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Don't tell that to HSR detractors. I mean, it's like, okay, if you compare, like, the only character in the entirety of WUWA who can compete with, like, 3.x Eidolons for HSR characters is Cart. Like, in WUWA, in Genshin, and ZZZ, copies just aren't anywhere near as strong. And I feel like people don't realize it, but HSR does it on purpose, right? Like I've talked about this before. HSR, they have very bad power creep and HP inflation, but what they do is they make the newest characters so busted to the point where they can last 1 to 2 years of HP inflation or power creep, right? And then if you decide to go into like E2 and now your DPS is 100% stronger, that's probably going to make them last another year, right? So that's kind of the purpose of the copies in HSR, but they aren't really necessary for clearing endgame, especially on launch. Like for example, I think E0 to E2 Phanon is legit on a similar level as Cart going from S0 to S6. Like it's kind of that broken. Like even look at Firefly, right? And then there's also a chance that an old DPS you have could also get buffed, and then their Eidolons get buffed as well. So in my opinion, HSR is like I've talked about this before. You know, it's kind of played out. People vastly over exaggerate how much investment you need in HSR to like clear endgame. The one thing that's understandable is like because it's turn based, having good gear like matters a lot more for like speed tuning and stuff. But that's kind of it. How did S6 cart happen? I've wanted her since her original drop. However, I couldn't afford Chacona, and I wasn't happy with the entire negative status situation back then. So I like pulled the brand out of spite for what they were doing with cart. However, like I never even ended up using Brant on my main account. Like Cart has always been one of my favorite characters in the entire game. So I was like, you know what? She's rerunning now. Might as well, bro. Might as well. Is Wua worth coming back to in 3.0? I was gonna make a video on my thoughts about 3.0, and I didn't because, in my opinion, as like looking at it as like a new player introduction, I think this is way worse, right? And it may be biased because like Wua went from decent to amazing when Renacida dropped. However, when it went to Lahai Roy, it went from good to like good slash decent in my opinion. Like, it kind of stayed the same. I don't feel really anything like oh my god like this new version came with so many beneficial changes and super exciting new thing like not really in my opinion. I still think Renacida is just way better. Hot take though. I've seen a lot of people enjoying Lahairoi. There's nothing wrong with that. Why Sparkle turn into Chinese? What? How does Sparkle look Chinese? I didn't think of Chinese at all. Maybe for Yao Guang. I clear with full E0. I mean, anyone can clear with full E0. Like, that's the thing. The thing, when it comes to HSR, right? Once again, it's a turn-based game. So your relic quality, like your gear quality, it matters more as compared to these open world games, right? So these people will likely just never actually learn how to play the characters, but also they'll never speed tune. They'll never actually try to get like half usable relics for characters. They'll just see crit, they'll get one roll on something and they'll call it a day. And then they'll say that the game just has insane power creep because their character stopped working after 2 patches, which is hilarious, right? Because when you think about it, the reason they're saying that is that that's when a new character's shill period is going on in endgame. So they legit need the shill period for them to clear endgame. And then when the shill period disappears and it's no longer like just that easy and they can for some reason no longer clear, they call like older characters power creep, which is fucking hilarious. Now, anomaly arbitration, I'll always find understandable. Okay, it is completely understandable to not like clear Anon or not clear like full stars max Anon. Like, that makes complete sense. But the other end game modes, really? People shouldn't need to sweat that much. I mean, you don't. In HSR, you just don't. I was just talking about it. Literally, if you aren't saving for like a millennia for God knows whatever reason, and you're actually putting your pulls into characters, like you could even get the weakest 3.x character, which is what, like Herda? Bro, Herda's still like a monster, man. Like, I just don't get it. You don't need God relics. You don't need the most optimal teammates. You don't need Eidolons. And with these new characters, any character from version 3, I'd say full E0 team is getting like 3 cycles at least on average. Like if I'm seeing a Jing Yuan with full E0 be able to clear, bet your ass a V3 DPS could clear. Get over here. Also, it of course like depends on what you invest in as well. Like if you are someone who goes for copies, there are just some characters where the copies aren't worth it. Like dead ass. An E2 Phaenon is probably stronger than an E6 Anoxa. And there's never going to be anything you can do about that. So, depending on like how badly someone puts in their investment, like I did with S6Q Yuan, you're just not going to see the same value. Like you got to really deep it, right? An S6Q Yuan versus an S6 cart. It's genuinely not even close. S6Q Yuan with his free to play Mortefi Shorekeeper team still isn't stronger than fucking cart premium. Like Is this another account? Yeah. America server? Yeah. My name is Gabbing It. Cool name, thank you. Anyone know what Elation does? Just wait for the beta. It's in like 5 days. Luke's gonna be main DPS Gauntlet? Yeah. Who will win? Zanny or Luke? Put your votes in now. Holy a boba. Sent. Look at this whale, bro. Look at this whale. Disgusting. You know, I saw somewhere that said they decreased how good these new enemies in Lahai Roy could do knockback. They lied. I'm still getting knocked back by every fucking attack possible. Free to play, trust? True. The fact that he doesn't need Frazzle already makes him better. Yeah, I think they'll make like a basic attack version of Lene for Luke. Could be wrong. There's like nothing to go off of that, but like I don't know. I feel like it's a good time to make a new limited BA support. And Luke is BA damage, so and a Carlotta team will Mornai beat SK? Probably not, no. Unless you use Lene with Carlotta. If you use Lene with Carlotta, it's a different story, for sure. I've heard Lene is actually better than Zeshi for Carlotta now, so. Actually, maybe not if you do quick swap. Maybe. Do you even quick swap in a Carlotta team with Zeshi? Or is that just for like the Chang Li Yao shit and like Brant? Holy shit, what a burp. Should I order KFC? No, order Popeyes, man. I actually haven't had KFC in a long time. A bit in the opener, but it's nothing fancy. Yeah. I think Kuro might have ruined Ames and potential hype by releasing her so soon. I feel like next month will be the battle of mid between Wuwa and ZZZ. Meanwhile, HSR will be in the ditch. You know what the funniest thing would be? The funniest thing would be if Plan Arcadia's first patch actually ends up being good. Because if it does, that's probably already gonna compete with like ZZZ and shit. But like in my opinion, those upcoming HSR characters, yep, those are the ones I'm looking most forward to out of basically all the gachas I play. Man, they've been spamming white hair, by the way. Not gonna complain about it. Not gonna complain. White hair sparkle was not something I knew I needed in my life. White hair is goated, can't complain. Yeah. Bam. Now the thing is, right? Like I already have a polling plan for my QU1 account. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do on this account. Like genuinely, I don't think I want Ameth. And like I'd rather pull Chacona on the current banners before I pull Ameth. I guess I'll just wait until the Annie when they do like a bajillion reruns, and then I just make my decision there. Yuki or Alia? Alia. It's close for me though. It always has been. At the beginning, I even like leaned more towards Yuki. Oh, it put me on autopilot. Alacia might have had hype if Remembrance wasn't so mishandled. Okay, I was thinking on making another video about this because like I don't know how people still haven't realized this. Hoyo making new paths is nothing but a net benefit for like more enjoyment in the game. Because every time a new path like comes out, right? The same thing comes up of, oh, they're just being predatory because they want to sell light cones. And like, dude, have you seen the jump from the second best option for my day to his light cone? Have you seen Phenon's free to play option to his light cone? Right? Like, there are so many non remembrance characters that don't even actually hold the like number one jump to getting the limited light. Like, it's destruction characters. It's not even the remembrance ones. So like it ain't different. They all have the same fucking reliance on the light cone. I mean, have you guys seen Dahlia recently? Like Dahlia's next best light cone options if you don't have the battle pass one. Like, it's not even close, man. Watch Sparksy get power crept by Sunday. What? Sparksy's a DPS. What are we saying? uh... No, I agree. I think Remembrance's potential was shown in Castrus's gameplay, right? Well, I've talked about this before. I think Castrus is like the pinnacle of Remembrance gameplay in terms of like different combat options and like controlling your memo sprite and being able to min max shit like that. Like she was really the only one they went all out for, and they'll probably end up doing the exact same thing for Yai, which is unfortunate. But yeah, either way, though, it's something new. It's something refreshing. And to be honest, even if they didn't make a new path, they'd still make absolutely egregious light cone jumps. So, If she's a universal harmony with the elation tag slapped on, I won't mind as much. To be honest, even though that's like the more likely scenario, because that's literally what Anon Leak said, which is that they use Yao Guang as harmony as a base. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up making her like, what's it called? If they ended up making her more like a Evernight, where like she just fully supports like crazy her niche, but like outside of that, not really much. I hope it's the opposite and it's like genuine harmony. Because if she has like really, really strong buffs, I'd fuck with that. I love generalists. I'm a sucker for them. Oh. Who would win? The Sentinel Resonator or some trees? Is Jin Shi worse than Jian now? She's been worse than Jian for a while. Because Jian like got buffed and stuff. Yeah, I've card Sig. You can see it when I attack. No, I never wail for a copy 6 character. You guys are absolutely insane. If you ever see me with a copy 6 character, just assume that it was an account that like I built new. Like you can see over here, I'm only union level 49. There's no way I'd actually spend money to get copy 6 of a character. It's just way too expensive. Dude, is everything knockback in this? Oh my god. Everything is knockback, man. Every attack. Jesus. I deleted Woowa because it was killing my phone? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I saw the gacha revenue today, and for a new version, I'm just gonna say it, that shit was very underwhelming for Woowa, right? Even if it's only the first weekend. But what I also want to say is I feel like a lot of people are now quitting Woowa on mobile because it's just taking up too much space. So they're losing more mobile revenue. I don't know why they don't just optimize the space of this game. I know for a fact they can. But it's kind of sad. I think people genuinely shouldn't take Woowa revenue like too crazily seriously on mobile anymore because like at this point the majority of people are just going to be on PC. Like it's gotten bad, man. It's gotten really bad. I never took Woowa revenue on mobile seriously. Yeah, but like before you could still do it because even like 64 gig devices could run it, but at this point it's just cooked, man. It's really just cooked. A lot of people are being like filtered out from being on older devices. It's kind of sad. Yeah, iPads count as mobile as well, or like tablets, even if they're like significantly easier to use. I have to play on GeForce and it can't even handle the game properly. Yeah. Lene with Cartethia did better than Carlotta Zeshi. I mean, yeah, man. Do you see the idle drip? No. I'm already like, listen, right? I already said I'm not really excited for the Angels of Delusion, but also I already have it hard enough trying to pick up my Yeshun Guang. Okay, yesterday I legit farmed like 30 to 40 pulls off of ZZZ. So I'm like probably 20 pulls away from being able to get Yeshun Guang guaranteed. But I need that, bro. I need that. So I'm not really focused on the Angels of Delusion. Do some Chacona pulls. It's like, you know, what makes you think I have pulls for Chacona? They don't exist, man. They absolutely don't exist. No, Yao Guang is a support. Sparkle is the DPS. Cartwheel without Chacona, does it feel cooked? Well, one, I'm not doing anything endgame because I'm only Union level 49. And two, it's an S6 cart. So, like, even though Chacona, I want her and I'm going to try to get her, she functions completely fine without Chacona. Yeah, but the thing is, Uni, I don't know who I want to go for because I don't want Ameth. That's like the problem, right? Like, I know I want Luke on my QU1 account, so that's Luke over there. I don't want Ameth. I don't want Lene. So I'd have to wait until the 3.2 drip, maybe, to see if there's any characters I'm interested in. So, like, at that point, like, I'm giving myself 2 patches to basically save. I have no problem going with Cha. White hair Shrine Girl leaked to be playable in 3.3. Well, then, yeah, I'll probably pull that, but she's like 3 patches away, so I'll be good anyways. Doesn't want Alicia and Wua. I don't want her because it's expensive. I'd have to pull Lene, then I'd have to pull Mornai or like hope for a Chisa rerun, and then I'd also need to pull Ameth. I'm not fucking with that, dude. Like, you guys will already know, I've been on an insane 50-50 loss streak on all my gacha games combined lately. So I'm genuinely scarred. I don't even think I'm going to win 50-50s anymore. I think people just call I think people just call Ameth Cyrene as like a meme. I don't think it's actually serious. Because literally the only similarity is the hair. And I guess because she's like the main push of Lahai Roy. You won Essex Kyuan though? Yeah, but like before that, I was already on another. Like I reset my massive 50-50 loss streaks across my games. Um, After I got Kyuan, and then it just kept getting worse. So is Galbreno worth pulling if I have Kyuan? Yeah, why not? Galbreno's pretty strong. Pulling Ameth? No. Seed? Ugh. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't the biggest fan of Seed until I saw jelly animations of Seed. And I was like, wow. Like I said Yui was my first goon of the year, but like I actually just lied. I was actually like um I was talking with my cousin at like 3 in the morning and he's like, "Bro, troll your audience, bro. Troll your audience. Tell them the first goon." I'm like, "Okay, bro." But it was actually Seed. Why are people saying Elation will be predatory because LC, but we have DP? Oh, yeah, yeah. I literally talked about this earlier, so I went on an entire rant about it for like 10 or 15 minutes. Like, people say, oh, new path, so predatory, like cone jump. But, like, just look at Feint on in my day, bro. It ain't pretty. It really ain't. Watch out, stay clear of the way, it's dangerous. Jelly Seed, yep. Jelly animations make some peak ass animations. Seed one is my favorite. The way they handled remembrance, it doesn't matter how they handled remembrance though. Like this is the entire point. Every single other path has had the same bullshit to deal with in terms of light cone jumps as remembrance. People just have like selective comprehension because they want to hate. Like if you're gonna complain about the light cone jumps on like one path, like you gotta look at all the other ones that are just as bad. It doesn't make a difference what path they're on. If anything, you should be more annoyed by the fact that a new path means they might go the remembrance route of like Evernight, right? Or Cyrene, where they really shill that specific path characters. Not the Lycones. The Lycones just don't really play a factor at all. At least Harmony Nihility characters have options. Bro, have you seen Dahlia's Lycone? Like, Dahlia's Nihility, right? This might be a tourist moment. Dahlia can run pearls. That shit pales in comparison to her Sig. Like, it pales in comparison. Dahlia's Lycone is basically like vulnerability for break. Like it's an insane multiplier. Yes. When people talk about Remembrance Lycone jumps, they talk about Pride Wind, which doesn't update their thing with the newest Lycones. So like Castrus's old jump of like 40+%, like that shit doesn't even exist anymore, I'm pretty sure. And a few other characters as well. It's just a nitpick, man. It's just a hard ass nitpick. Kegvin is the most rage bait CC. Oh yeah, bro. It did not disappoint. The second I saw he made a video on the new Wuwa endgame, bro, I instantly went to the comments. I didn't even finish the video. I went in there for the comments, bro. In HSR, people will be semi understandable. But in Wuwa, bro, the Wuwa community does not fuck with people who have like no clue how to play the game. Like they will go in there and be on your ass, man. Like, it's deep. I mean, yeah, it's literally the same thing he does in HSR. Kekvin just makes content to make content, which is cool. Like, it's actually cool. That's the reason why he's as big as he is. People care more about like content creators that just have good editing, good formatting, charismatic. They have humor and shit, right? Like people care more about that. Like 90% of people, if not more, they don't actually care how good he is at the game. They just like him. But then there's always like that 10% that gets absolutely pissed in the comments, bro. It's really funny. uh, yeah, no, comparing Kekvin to Saint is actually crazy. Saint, like, he says the most inflammatory things possible about games he doesn't play, right? Anything that isn't Wuwa, he'll just completely shit on it. Like I think it's not even like a Kuro thing, right? Like he's been cooked before for talking shit about PGR as well. It's literally anything that isn't Wuwa. The guy just absolutely hates and just speaks nonsense about. I mean, to be fair, you can also interpret like the skill issue makes people watch as well, right? Like it's become such a long running thing. I literally only click on his videos from time to time to solely see his skill issue and see people cook him in the comments. And he gets paid for it, right? It's like a fair trade. uh, yeah, exactly. Kekvin most of the time won't like go out to really shit on a game without having some clue of what it is he's talking about. Saint is the complete opposite. He doesn't care how knowledgeable he is on something. He just talks. He still didn't know that Evernight gives skill points back. Hey, why read though? Why read? Ooh. Stopped watching Kekvin after he made a virtue signaling video about Lolicon. Did he? I mean, that isn't really rare at this point. Like that's just like a common take anybody can make. Not really surprising. Predictable ad content? Yeah, like it's literally just the freest shit ever. No, my bike. I wish Cart could like float on water. Actually, can't she do it with Floridalist? I think she can. Okay. Yeah. Just can't do it with small cart. Doesn't Saint show receipts? Receipts for what? Mm-mm-mm. Receipt for ZZZEOS? uh, Dawei mentioned lollies in one of the interviews. I mean, yeah, it's like obvious. Like, people need to understand when it comes to like outside of the West, like Lolicon just isn't that problematic, dude. it, it really just isn't, man. It's mainly the West because it's just like such a common virtue signaling take, and you just blow up off of it. Literally, it's just free interaction, free engagement. Lolly is just a body type. It doesn't have anything to do with age. That's why you get people who say shit like, "Oh my god, look at this 1,000-year-old demon lolly in this anime." Like the age doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's just a body type. The same thing applies to Kana from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which I need to watch at some point. But like I think she's a dragon, so she's like hundreds of years old or some shit. Even if she's young for dragons, but like that's obviously a lolly. I'm indifferent to it. Yeah, like at the beginning, it's like the same thing with everything, right? Like, I'll be open about this. I just didn't fuck with it, but it wasn't because I genuinely didn't fuck with it. It's because it was just like a common take around the people I was around. So I was like, oh, they're saying this and that. You know, I'll just follow along. But at some point, I just stopped giving a shit. I was like, this really doesn't bother me. I'm going to be honest. Watch Index. Dude, I've barely been able to do shit lately. Like, you guys don't understand. The reason I haven't been uploading that much, like, consistently lately, dude. Holy fuck. Like, I've had so much shit to do. I've had no time to get on this computer. I didn't even turn this shit on yesterday, okay? I didn't even turn it on. That's how bad it is. Is Little Cart a lolly? Uh, Probably, yeah. Yeah. This is like on the end of a spectrum of a lolly, though. Like, it's at pretty much the very end. But yes, still. Rukia is a lolly? Yeah. I think that's an obvious one, though. It's like Rukia. Uh, Damn, I've barely been watching anime lately. So I can't even, like, draw that many references anymore, man. It's gotten bad. I need to re-catch up on shit. Saridra, yeah. I need to get Chakona. I mean, here's the thing, right? Did I talk about this in the latest video? I mean, technically, you're going like another, what, 4.5 months without it? But they're probably just gonna rerun all these characters on the anniversary. So even if you miss out here in like 3 patches, it's just gonna be back. Oh yeah, Tatsumaki. Yeah, Tatsumaki, Megumin, yep, Nagatoro. You can get Chakona? What are you talking about? Oh, because I have one pull? Because I have one pull? Oh yeah, Rebecca as well. Nope. You topped up? It's just the monthly pass. You'll fuck with Ling Yang. Nah, nah, not at all. Saridra's the best lolly. I'm trying to think if I can even like have a favorite. I don't think I do. I don't think I'm like that in deep. I think my favorite character from all of these Hoyo games is still Ellen or Farina. But that's like all I can do. Can this green thing go away? Thank you. Not Sparkle? Nah. I don't know what it is about Ellen, but like, it just hits home. And then Farina and Hu Tao are obvious. Sparkle's my favorite in HSR though. Rate 2.5 and 1 out of 10? I haven't even played the ZZZ story. Can you ever make a breedable tier list for HSR? Nah, it'd be too controversial. Yeah, there's also Roxy from Mushoku Tensei. I think that's one of my favorites. Feet tier list when? I'm putting Yun Li at number 1. We Clara's up there as well, but like Yun Li literally has a zoom in on her feet on like her ult in the follow up. Mm, there's 75 people in here watching me talk about feet. Oh wait, Seed. Oh yeah. That jelly animation goes crazy for Seed. And she has like her bare feet out. I'm going Yun Li and then Seed. Yep. Bro's gooning on stream? No, I'm riding a bike on stream. You guys don't enjoy the ride? pretty peak. Kunimaru comeback. I mean, I always goon on the community post basically. I'll just throw in pictures of characters that I like, and that's basically it. Yeah, Cart has some good feet, but she isn't bare bones. I saw the jelly animation. I see it now. That's what I'm saying, dude. Phenomenal. Are you ever gonna make a Bloodborne weapon tier list? Probably not, man. Probably not, unfortunately. I have no idea what's going on with Welt's VA, man. You gonna get Seed? No. I just think she's hot. Is flat justice? Yes, it is. It is justice. We. I remember you say you didn't like Seed before. Well, yeah, I legit said it was Jelly Animations thing of Seed. That made me change my mind. Hu Tao? Yep. Hu Tao, Farina, Sparkle. Sparksy. 2v1. Just found out Sparksy has shoes? No! Oh my goodness, what a nerf. Have one night with Ellen Joe or the World Gig Saw? Uh, I think I'll take Ellen Joe, man. It's a tough decision, but like Loki, I think my favorite lolly might be Akabi. I always post her, but like nobody knows where she even comes from, so it gets no engagement. But I like her a lot more than a lot of the other ones. I need to rewatch it. Who? Akabi. From Akabi's sailor uniform. It's not like it's not what you'd expect. It's like a Yuri. It's basically a Yuri series. But nonetheless, I still really like her. So also Nezuko. music low-key slaps. You guys can't hear it though, because my volume's that low probably. You don't mind Yuri anime? I don't care. I mean, if it's good, it's good, man. I have nothing against anything. I mean, hell, I watch Vanitas. Holy shit. They might as well get together already, man. Fuck. Oh wait, actually, he has John. I think the blue guy. It's probably just the art style. Who knows? But yeah, I don't really care. I mean, I won't go out of my way to like watch like just specific like yeah, I'm really feeling it for something Yuri right now. But like if it's just in there and it's a good series, I have zero issues with it. Oh no, I wasn't referring to the Yuri and Vanitas. I was referring to like all the gay jokes people make about Vanitas and that other dude. Like they are like one of the most heavily shipped things I've seen in a long time. Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, that thing, that thing. It's just a show that like I just don't care. Get me out of here. Run. Do you mind if I ship you with Kiyuan? I mean, I guess. Like, go ahead. Uh, Keep big card out? Nah, small better. All ya best girl, man. All ya best girl. Alright, this was a very quick stream. We covered some very educational topics. And I'm gonna get off now, right? I don't want to make too much sound because of my family is now sleeping. I thought they'd take longer to sleep, but I guess they're feeling more tired today. So, peace out, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night.